This is Jeffrey Aaron reporting from Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach, Queens, just near John F. Kennedy International Airport. This is the scene of the 12th annual Air Cargo Day hosted by the Air Cargo Association of JFK. Gone are the days when Gateway, New York, New Jersey handled half of all air cargo in and out of USA. But the transportation culture is alive and well amongst the spirited JFK community gathering here today and discussing priorities in 2011, showcasing what's new and what's next. Speaking to the president of United Worldwide Cargo, Robbie Anderson, who assumed the post in October of last year and is working on the integration of two great airlines, United and Continental. Tell me, sir, you've been the president of United Worldwide Cargo for the past 6 months, and you're working on a big integration with Continental Airlines. How's that going?
It's going very well. As you say, October 1st was the first legal day of the merger, so that was the first opportunity I had to look at the details of both sides. And so having come from Continental, first thing I want to do is really get to know the people of the United side. So it's somewhat like drinking out of a fire hydrant,
sure,
because it's everything all at once. But first priority is really pulling the team together. So we really focused on getting the organizational structure together, and that was one thing that was very important. I wanted to make sure we got that put in place, and now we're going through what we call the talent selection process. So that's where we are currently in the integration.
And the fire hydrant gives you no time to gulp, right?
No, that's right. Yeah.
So tell me something. When you talk about the integration of it's people, I guess, between the two carriers?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's a merger of equals, it's not like a lot of the other mergers in the past where one has acquired the other.
Yeah.
We truly are looking to take the best of both, and that means in talent and processes and products and everything. So it may take a little bit longer as we go through that process, but our goal is to take the best of both.
Yeah. What can we expect from the new? Is it going to be called New United Cargo? Have you come up with a tricky slogan or something? I guess you would, if you have, you don't want to reveal it now. But what can we expect from the new United Cargo?
Well, as I mentioned, taking the best of both. I think you'll see the focus on some of the branding that you get from the Continental side with our Pet Safe program and our small package quick pack. But you'll also see, you know, the breadth of the Continental market with the depth of the United. So the United has a lot more wide body capacity. So we're really going to leverage off keeping it simple. You know, with shipper built units coming pre-screened, so that we can really move it in an efficient manner and take advantage of all this vast wide body capacity that we have.
Great resource. What surprised you? Something you came out of, I guess, an operations background at Continental, out of the Midwest. You're moving into this big, huge job. Was it a surprise to get the job? Were there some things that have gone on during the integration process that surprised you?
I think the biggest surprise right now is really what we expected, this talent selection process to go a lot faster.
Yeah.
But once we got into it, you know, literally rewriting every job description from scratch, putting the organizational structure together from scratch, and then going through a very detailed process, working with both legal and human resources to make sure we truly are giving every coworker the opportunity to be selected. It's probably more than what we initially expected, so that's taken a little bit longer. That's been somewhat of a surprise, but I do think it's the right way to do it.
How big a company will United Cargo be when you're done? How many people, how big a company will it be?
Well, overall as an organization, United Airlines will be over 87,000 co-workers.
Wow.
For the cargo division itself, because of the way we have it structured, the operations team will report directly into the station manager. Centrally, we'll have global responsibility for making choices between vendors, who handles us, which facility we're in. We'll be doing contracting that for my team. But really, it's going to be more of a corporate support function from the operations side. But we have a global sales force, so it'll be a couple of hundred, I think it's 270 plus management personnel.
Yeah, lean and mean. Well, lean and nice.
Absolutely.
Tell me something, sir. All of this is playing against the background of the terrible tragedy in Japan and also, of course, the unrest in the Middle East. What is your outlook for 2011? Has it changed since the first of the year? And what do you think is going to happen in the months of the year ahead?
Well, we were cautiously optimistic coming into the year. We were certainly pleased to see the way that cargo rebounded in 2010 coming out of the recession of 2009. But we were expecting a 3 to 5% growth for this year, more stabilized. I think that's consistent with what IATA has forecasted. But obviously in the first 90 days, with all the uncertainty, especially the run-up in fuel price, it's gone up 28% in the first quarter. That has caused a lot. We're refreshing that forecast right now.
You've heard a lot of words from people out of, I guess you've gone out and worked the system, you've gone into sales meetings, you're out speaking at groups and so forth. What do you say if somebody walks up to you and says, Anderson, I hate United Cargo?
Well, you know, first of all, I've met with a lot of our customers. I haven't heard that yet, but I have heard rumors that I might hear that. So I would say I refer to myself as an ex-con, coming from Continental Airlines. So I'd say not that you can trust an ex-con.
Trust this ex-con.
Absolutely, trust this ex-con. Give the new United Cargo a chance. If you don't like either the way Continental have done business in the past or United, I think you'll really like the way the new United is going to approach the marketplace.
Yeah, and tell me, sir, you think the program will be in place by when, to where you're United?
Right.
When will that be?
Well, the next milestone as a company is what we call the single operating certificate. That's when the DOT recognizes that we've made enough progress to be able to fly as one company. That's expected in November of this year, 2011. Now, that being said, we obviously have to work through each of the individual contracts with pilots at both ALPA. With flight attendants, we have AFA and IEM. With ramp and fleet services, we have the Teamsters, IBT, and IEM. So we're going to have to work with each one of those work groups before we can get the full synergies. So we expect the next big milestone, as I said, will be November 2011. We got the system cut over, probably be in the first quarter of 2012, and then the collective bargaining agreements shortly thereafter.
And you'll be buying a new winter coat at your Chicago address, I would imagine.
Well, fortunately, I've been in Cleveland, Ohio the last 6 years, so I'm acclimated to the climate and the culture. Now I just got to get accustomed to the cost. So,
thanks very much, sir, and best of luck.
Thank you.
If you'd like further information on developing air cargo topics, go to www.aircargonews.com. If you'd like a free subscription to Air Cargo News and to our thrice weekly publication Flying Typers, write to me, Jeffrey, at aircargonews.com. In the meantime, thanks for watching.